Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. First Nighter. This is your host, John Batchelder, welcoming you to your theater of hits. It's almost curtain time. Shall we go right in? This way, please. Here are your orchestra seats for the best in Broadway musicals, performed by the United States Marine Band under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel William F. Sattleman, and presented by the United States Marine Corps. For this performance, we bring you the fabulous Oklahoma, the musical version of Green Grow the Lilacs. I see Colonel Sattleman is now on stage, the house lights dim, and now the boisterous, lusty strains of Oklahoma. It's intermission time now on Theater of Hits, so I'd like to take this opportunity to read a brief program note. Young men with an eye toward the future are taking advantage of the opportunities offered now by the United States Marine Corps. Yes, the Marines have opportunities for ambitious young men who want to serve their country and enjoy an exciting and interesting career. That's because the Marines are a compact, work-together land, sea, and air team. You can be a part of this team. You may serve duty with Marine Aviation, or serve aboard ship, or perhaps become a member of the American Embassy Guard in some far-off land such as England, France, or Italy. For a career of variety and excellent training, with exciting assignments on land, sea, and in the air, it's the United States Marines. Yes, see your nearest Marine recruiter today. Be a volunteer. Be a Marine.
Second act, curtain time. Curtain time.
It's almost curtain time now. Shall we return to our seats? And here we are, just in time. The house lights dim. And now, Act 2 of Oklahoma. And this concludes Rodgers and Hammerstein's Oklahoma, as performed for you by the United States Marine Band under the baton of Lieutenant Colonel William F. Santelman. This program was brought to you transcribed by the men and women of the United States Marine Corps through special arrangement with Chappell and Company Incorporated, with this program note: share in the proud tradition of the Marines. Visit your local Marine recruiting office and get full details. Then serve with the finest. Serve with the United States Marines. Now this is your host, John Batchelder, hoping you enjoy Theater of Hits. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. First Nighter. This is your host, John Batchelder, welcoming you to your Theater of Hits. It's almost curtain time. Shall we go right in? This way, please. Here are your orchestra seats for the best in Broadway musicals, performed by the United States Marine Band under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel William F. Santelman, and presented by the men and women of the United States Marine Corps. For this performance, we bring you the musical hit of 1947, Brigadoon. The rather unusual fact about Brigadoon is that the same team who wrote the music and lyrics also wrote the book, while the usual practice is to adapt a book written by a third writer. The writers are the composer Fred Lowe and the writer of the book and lyrics, Alan J. Lerner. In Brigadoon are all the elements of the land of the bluebell, the purple heather, and the craggy, misty highlands of the Scotland of old. Here, in this delightful fantasy, is the Scotland of the Stuarts and the Campbells, the rich colors of Scottish tartans, and the wild, lusty gaiety of the Highland dancers. Brigadoon tells the story of a miracle made possible by love and faith. A town and its people vanish, and then reappear every 100 years. This wonderful musical was later made into a motion picture and starred Gene Kelly, Dan Johnson, and Sid Therese. So much for the background, for I see the house lights are now dimming. Colonel Santelman has entered from stage left and is approaching the podium. He lifts his baton and we hear the first act of Fred Lowe and Alan J. Lerner's delightful Brigadoon. Thank you, Colonel Sattleman and gentlemen of the Marine Band, for a truly sparkling performance of the first act of Brigadoon. We'll be hearing from you again shortly with the second and concluding act. But right now, it's time for a brief intermission. Shall we go into the outer lobby? And during intermission, I have a program note of interest to young men. You've probably seen United States Marines rise and stand at rigid attention whenever they hear the playing of the Marines' hymn. Marines have been doing this for generations, whether it be a leatherneck grown gray in service or a recruit fresh from boot camp. Their instant reaction to that music is symbolic of the pride they have in their corps and in themselves as Marines. Pride has been a hallmark of the Marine Corps since its beginning in the War for American Independence. Whether fighting for American freedom at Tripoli or at Guadalcanal, or guarding the United States mail during the wave of mail robberies in the 1920s, Marines have prided themselves in their ability to get the job done. Their combat and training records have proven time and time again that this pride is well-founded. So, young men, if you too want to feel that pride of accomplishment, that pride of ability to do a good job when the need arises, be a volunteer. Be a Marine. Visit your local Marine Corps recruiter for complete details.
Second act beginning immediately.
Now let's return to our seats. Here we are, and just in time. The house lights dim. Colonel Sattleman raises his baton, and we hear the concluding act of Brigadoon. And this concludes Fred Lowe and Alan J. Lerner's Brigadoon, as performed for you by the United States Marine Band under the baton of Lieutenant Colonel William F. Santilman. This program was brought to you transcribed by the men and women of the United States Marine Corps through special arrangement with Sam Fox Publishing Company, Incorporated. For that extra punch that spells success when the going is rough, it's the United States Marines. The reason is Marine training. Whether it's recruit training at Parris Island or San Diego, or advanced training at Camp Lejeune or Camp Pendleton, it's leadership training. Every Marine is a potential leader, and as such, he is trained to perform the duties of even more responsible jobs than his own. Marine esprit de corps is real, alive. It's a tradition with these men of the Leatherneck Corps. So for membership in an outfit respected and admired the world over, for outstanding leadership training, join the United States Marines. Today, write, call, or visit the Marine recruiter nearest you and learn what it means to be a Marine. You'll be proud to bear the title of United States Marine. Now this is your host, John Batchelder, hoping you enjoyed Theater of Hits.
The foaming cleanser. Clean pots and pans, just like a whiz.
Ajax cuts grease faster than any other leading cleanser.
Use the pain, the elbow tax, when you start cleaning with Ajax.
Ajax really polishes as it cleans.
So use Ajax, the foaming cleanser. Flush the dirt right down the drain.
My gosh, they're right. Foaming action Ajax makes even the dirtiest pan shine like new in a jiffy.
So use Ajax.
Well, Costello, I'm going to New York with you. You know, Bucky Harris, the Yanks manager, gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team.
Look, Abbott, if you're the coach, you must know all the players.
I certainly do.
Well, you know, I never met the guys, so you'll have to tell me their names, and then I'll know who's playing on the team.
Oh, I'll tell you their names, but you know, strange it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Strange names, pet names, like Dizzy Dean and...
His brother Daffy?
Daffy Dean.
And their French cousin.
French?
Gouffet.
Gouffet Dean, oh, I see. Well, let's see, we have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You're going to be the coach, too?
Yes.
And you know the fellow's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing
Who
first.
is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Look, you got a first baseman?
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets the
That's
money.
it.
Who gets the money on
He
first?
does, every dollar. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Look, all I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name to the
Who?
contract? The guy.
Who?
How does he sign his
That's
name?
how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base.
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, what's the guy's name on first base?
So what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him. Now, let's forget it.
Now, how did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again. Look, will you stay on third base and don't go off it?
All right, nobody will know.
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
What is on second?
You don't want who on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base! Look, you got outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
I'm not. Stay out of the infield. I want to know what's the guy's name in left field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third
base.
base. And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Look. You got a pitcher on the team?
Sure.
The pitcher's name?
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you,
then
man.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching?
I'll break your arm, you say, who's on first? I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
Got a catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitcher.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the team. You know, I'm a catcher, too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate, do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I'm going to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball at first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball at first base, somebody's got to get it. Now, who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
No, you don't. You throw the ball in a hole.
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying
I
that.
throw the ball to Naturally.
You throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
Listen, you asked me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you.
Don't change them around.
Same as you.
Go ahead, now get it over.
I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs a second.
Yes.
Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to Tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to Because. Why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
I mean,
Come on.
Water under the bridge. Since that eventful night in 1921, Fanny Bryce has remained a star. Tonight we find her idolized by millions of radio listeners in her favorite characterization of that impossibly lovable brat, Baby Snooks.
Well, we pick up Snooks and Daddy, played by Hanley Stafford, where we left them last week. This rapidly bids fair to become the longest night in Daddy's life. It started at midnight when he returned from the country without his door key. After breaking in the house and wrangling with Snooks for several hours, they are both finally sleeping peacefully. Listen.
Man's got to have insurance. 50 broken arms. Why, Daddy? I want some ice cream.
Daddy.
Huh?
Daddy, wake up.
What's the matter?
I'm not sleeping.
Well, go to sleep.
I don't want it.
Why not?
'Cause I want some ice cream.
Oh, ice cream again. Snooks, won't you give me a little piece?
A piece of ice cream?
No. I want rest.
Why?
I've told you a million times. The insurance doctor will be here soon, and I haven't closed my eyes all night.
Why?
Because you won't let me sleep. You've had me up 40 times on flimsy excuses. First, the faucet was dripping. Then the shade was flapping. And
Then the blanket slipping, and I had to go...
Oh, keep quiet. Now, you go right back to sleep this instant. Let me have a couple of hours' rest. Otherwise, I'll be completely run down.
Come down and get me some light.
No! Now, go to sleep.
All right, Daddy. Good night.
Good night. What are you laughing at?
I don't know.
Oh. I'm going to join the army and get some peace.
Uh-huh.
Nothing. Go to sleep.
All right. Daddy,
What is it?
if I go to sleep, will you buy me a rabbit?
Yes.
What kind of a rabbit?
Any kind.
A white rabbit?
Yes.
I don't like white rabbits.
Well, I'll buy any kind of rabbit you like. Just let me sleep.
I want a rabbit that barks.
Oh, rabbits don't bark.
My teacher says they do.
Well, your teacher's crazy. Rabbits don't bark.
She said that rabbits eat cabbage and leaves and bark.
Oh, that's a different kind of bark. She meant the bark of a tree.
Does trees bark too?
No, only dogs bark.
Why?
I don't know. Will you go to sleep?
Mom, tell me a story.
Snooks, do you realize it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning? And if I don't pass that insurance examination, I'll give you the licking of your life.
What's insurance, Daddy?
How many times must I tell you? It's something I pay for so you can live comfortably when I'm gone.
Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
Why?
Because I'm not. I just want to be fit in the morning so I can get this double indemnity policy.
What is a blah, 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 blah?
Well, I certainly stuck my neck out there. Double indemnity means if I die a natural death, I get $10,000. If I commit suicide, I get 20. Right now, that seems like a pleasant way of making $20,000.
Do it, Daddy.
I will not. Now go to sleep.
Tell me a story.
No!
If you don't, I'll make a hole in my mattress and I'll eat all the stuffing.
Snooks, please.
Tell me a story.
All right. Have you heard the story of the 3 old men?
No.
He. Good night.
Good night. I'm going to put the light on.
I'll turn that light off.
I don't want to.
Well, I'll just unscrew the bulb. There. Now you won't be able to put the light on at all. Good night.
Good night, Daddy. Daddy.
Oh, what is it?
I heard a noise.
Oh, it's your imagination. Now go to sleep.
I think there's a burglar in the kitchen, Daddy.
Now, what would a burglar be doing in the kitchen?
Maybe he's going to eat the pie that Mommy made.
Well, it'll serve him right. Good night.
I heard the noise again, Daddy.
Oh, listen, Snooks. If you heard a noise, it can't be a burglar. Because if a burglar came in here, he wouldn't make any noise at all. Now, please go to sleep.
All right. He's here now, Daddy.
Why do you say that?
'Cause I didn't hear no noise.
Will you stop all this burglar stuff? You're giving me the creeps. Besides, I'm with you, so there's nothing to be afraid of.
I ain't afraid. I like it.
Well, don't mention it anymore. Now, good night.
Good night, Daddy.
Oh. Snooks.
Huh?
Nothing. Good night. Awful dark in here. Good thing I'm not scared of burglars. Oh! Snooks, is that you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you were safe. And if anything does happen, just keep cool.
You're cool, ain't you, Daddy?
You bet I am.
You're so cool, I can hear you shivering.
Well, never mind that. Go to sleep. Oh. Snooks, cut that out. Stop walking around. Snooks, get back in bed. You hear me? Get back in bed.
I am in bed, Daddy.
Then... Oh! Quick, turn on the light.
I can't. There ain't no bulb.
It's on the night table. Who's in this room? Come out, you. Oh, he got me. You horrible child. Your poor father's shot and you're laughing.
You ain't shot, Daddy. I threw the bulb on the floor.
Snooks, what am I going to do with you? You're making a nervous wreck out of me. I know I'll never get that insurance.
What's insurance, Daddy?
That's the last straw. Now I'm going to spank you. Now say your prayers and go right to sleep. And not another sound out of you. Go on, say your prayers.
Bless Mommy and the baby and Uncle Louie and Mrs. Flitch and my teacher and the cat, and the burglars, and Aunt Sophie. Amen.
Have you finished?
Yeah. I suppose you noticed you wasn't in it.
Good night.
Good night.
For a breath that's sweet and a smile that dazzles, it's Colgate Tooth Powder. And for a riot of fun, it's America's wacky, wistful, wonderful scatterbrain, Judy Canova.
Thank you, folks. And I'm sure glad to see y'all tonight. I know that I ought to be getting back to Rancho Canova, but I just had to stay over in Hollywood to see the premiere of that swell picture, This Is the Army. You should have seen the celebrities that was arriving. If I do say so, I was curtied up, too. As I walked in the lobby, a fella said I looked like I'd just stepped out of a magazine. Say, what's Popular Mechanics? You know what? That great big fella, Laird Krieger, got out of a car and walked in, and one soldier turned to his buddy and says, look, the civilians are traveling in convoys now. Then Dorothy Lamour arrived in her sarong. It was so quiet, everybody was waiting for a pin to drop. I finally got me a seat between Don Wilson and Edward Arnold. I didn't see much of the picture, but it sure got a good massage. There was a sailor there sitting in back of me, and he says, what's going on here? I said, this is the Army. A few minutes later, I felt an arm slip around my neck. I said, what's going on here? He said, this is the Navy. We must have annoyed the society woman next to him because she looked at me through a lorgnette. That's a dirty look on a stick. I couldn't hear a thing anyhow because the fella in front of me had a baby on his lap and the kid was crying something awful. Finally, I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, what's the matter? Didn't you bring a bottle? He said, yeah, but the kid wants milk. After the picture, a soldier took me home in his motorcycle. When I got home, I says, well, sir, that's the last time I'll ever ride in a sidecar. He says, lady, this motorcycle ain't got no sidecar. I said, shucks, no wonder I'm out of breath.
Well, Judy, if you've got your breath back, how about a song, huh? Why don't you dig way down in that songbook and bring up that old favorite, Just Because?
All right, Mr. Niles. Just because you think you're so handsome, just because you think you're so hot, you ain't so hot. Just because you think you've got something that nobody else has got, you ain't got a doggone thing, but though you make me spend all my money. You laugh and call me Miss Santa Claus. But I'm telling you, honey, I'm leaving you. Because, just because. Only a little dip, 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 dip. Only a little dip, 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 dip. Only a little dip, a little dip, a little dip, 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 dip. Just because you think I'm awesome. And just because you think I'll be blue. I'll be blue. Thanks. Just because you think I'll be foolish. Oh, no. Just stay home and wait for you. I ain't waiting on nobody, son. Now, don't make me drop all my boyfriend. You laugh and call me Miss Santa Claus. But I'm telling you, honey, I'm through with you. Because, just because I'm through with you. Only little hip you. Only little hip you. Geranium, guess what happened? I was down at the corner grocery store, and Mickey Rooney come by and dropped me a note. It says, meet me at 8 tonight. And I got to go shopping for a store-bought evening gown right now. My, Mickey Rooney. Honey, I know that one of them movie stars will fall for you, because you're the most beautiful, most glamorous, and the sweetest girl I ever did see. Oh, Geranium, you're just saying that. Because it's true. Well, honey, you sure is lucky having a date tonight. I sure wish my boyfriend Pomeroy was here. Haven't you had a date since Pomeroy went in the Army? Oh, I had one little old date. Bunch of us went for a ride in a car. Me and my date had to sit in the rumble seat. You mean to tell me, as big as you are, that you and a fella sat in a rumble seat? We sure did. I wonder what ever become of him. You know, Geranium, the trouble with you is that you should ought to reduce. Why, Pomeroy says with my figure, I could be Miss America. Yep, and part of Canada and Mexico, too. Well, this ain't getting me no evening gown. My date with Mickey Rooney's at 8 o'clock, and here it is, 4:30. Come on, Sylvester's waiting outside with the car. Oh, Sylvester! Sylvester!
Here I am, Miss Judy. Oh, let's go.
Wait a minute now. Why ain't Beulah the mule hitched to the station wagon?
Well, I left her over in the stable.
Did you make a nice bed for her in her stall?
I sure did. Yes, sir. I was in there pitching.
All right, come on. Let's get started downtown.
Oh, shades of disappointment. Something's wrong with the motor.
Oh, why won't it run?
Well, the spark plugs are foul. The distributor's on the split. There's a leak in the cylinder head gasket. And oh, yes, the starter stuck.
Yes, and on top of it, you're losing compression. Here, come on, let me try it. Get in, Geranium.
All right, Miss Judy, turn on the switch. And then step on the starter and hold down the accelerator.
Yeah, and you better put up the top 200 starting to rain. Oh, come on, Geranium. I reckon we'll have to take the streetcar. See you later, Sylvester.
All right, Miss Judy.
Hurry up, Miss Judy. Here comes the streetcar now.
Where's your transport, ladies? Hey, pardon me, lady. Hey, motorman. Let me off quick. What's the man? I haven't got my glasses with me, and I thought this was a hamburger wagon.
Say, why don't you sit down, Miss Judy? There's a space. Oh, I can't sit in that little space. Just a minute, honey. I'll wedge in. Hey, motorman! Stop the car. 4 people just fell out the back. Oh, look. There's the store. Let's get off. What's the idea? 4 bells.
I just ran over Jimmy Fiddler.
Let me out in front. Ouch! Let me out in back, too. Come on, Geranium. Yes, ma'am. I'll run interference. My, there sure is a lot of folks in here this afternoon. Oh, look, there's Mr. Niles over there by the music counter. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Niles!
Oh, hello there, Judy. You'll say this is a surprise. What are you doing in here?
Well, sir, I got to get myself an evening gown. Got a date tonight with Mickey Rooney.
With Mickey Rooney?
Yep. He dropped me a note in the grocery store, and he says, meet me at 8 tonight, Mickey Rooney. What are you doing here, Mr. Niles?
Well, I'm helping Eddie Dean sell his song. Now, there he is over by the piano. Oh, Eddie, here's Judy.
Oh, hello, Miss Judy.
Hi, Eddie.
Say, I'm plugging a song from the new picture at Vitamin Studios. All right, now, let's get a crowd.
Okay. All right, right over this way, ladies and gentlemen. We have a star here from Vitamin Studios, Mr. Eddie Dean, who will sing for you in just a few moments. You better practice up, Eddie.
Shine on, harvest moon.
Boy, oh boy, I can't pass this one up. When Colgate tooth powder shines up your teeth, you'll forget all about the shine on the moon. Yes, sir, Colgate tooth powder does such a swell job removing dull film and surface stains from teeth that it reveals all their natural brilliance and luster. That's the shine Colgate tooth powder gives you. All right, go ahead, Eddie, sing some more.
All right, how's this? You leave me breathless.
Oh, that's fine, Eddie. Colgate tooth powder cleans your breath as it cleans your teeth. And when you have a combination like that, a breath that's sweet and a smile that dazzles, well, boy, you've really got something.
Oh, sweet mystery of life.
Oh, no, Eddie, there's no mystery about the way Colgate tooth powder sweetens your breath. Scientific tests have definitely proved that Colgate tooth powder stops oral unpleasing breath. stops it instantly in 7 cases out of 10.
Oh, Niles, why don't you take a powder?
Well, why doesn't everyone take a powder? Colgate tooth powder. Take it to brush your teeth night and morning and before every date. And I'll promise you a breath that's sweet and a smile that dazzles. Don't forget, Colgate tooth powder.
Well, Niles, how about me?
Oh, yes. Here's Eddie Dean. He's gonna lasso a rainbow for you.
Gonna lasso a rainbow for you. Gonna lasso a rainbow for two. Got my wings from Uncle Sam. You don't know how proud I am. Gonna lasso a rainbow for you. Fare thee well, Texas belle. Keep my heart, for you know I'll be true. I'll ride back when the sun is shining on a cloud with a silver lining. Gonna lasso a rainbow for you. Fare thee well, Texas belle. Keep my heart, for you know I'll be true. I'll ride back when the sun is shining on a cloud with a silver lining. Gonna lasso a rainbow for you. For you.
Swell, Eddie. That was just swell.
Well, thank you, Miss Judy. Say, I'll be through here at 5 o'clock, and I'd like to take you to dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie, but you see, I've got a date tonight with Mickey Rooney at 8 o'clock. Maybe some other time, huh?
Oh, shucks. I was hoping that after dinner I could take you roller skating.
Yeah, you did that last night. You took her roller skating, and what happened? You left her on her own all night.
Mr. Niles, now stop that. Eddie meant well. Come on with me and help me pick out a dress. So long, Eddie.
So long, Miss Judy.
Let me see now. The ladies' department is on the 4th floor.
Hey, look at the sign on the elevator. Due to the shortage of help, customers will please run the elevators themselves.
Golly, I don't know how to run an elevator.
I do. I used to work where they had a dumb waiter. He taught me how to run the elevator, too. Come on, get in.
4th floor, please.
Yes, ma'am. All right for the roof garden. Miss Judy, where is you?
See this flag pole?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, the flag is me.
Lie down, honey, and I'll catch you.
All right.
What happened, honey?
I'm now at half-mast.
Oh, me. Say, where's Mr. Niles? Are you in the elevator?
In it? I'm wearing it.
Come on, Geranium, come on. Take me back down to the 4th floor.
Going down. I can't understand it. I'm overshooting. What's the matter, Miss Judy? Did it come down too fast for you?
No, Geranium. I always wear my girdle under my chin.
Oh.
Well, I got to get up to the 4th floor. Oh, there's a floor walker. Mister, where will I find an osculator?
Madam, you mean the escalator. An osculator is someone who grabs you and kisses you.
Where will I find an osculator?
Then let's stay in the basement, honey. I always find a lot of stuff in the bargain basement. My, look at all them pretty statues.
Yeah, they are lovely, but I ain't interested in statues. Hey, mister, wait a minute. What are you doing?
I got a habit of picking up things and turning them over to see what they're made.
Well, put me down.
Hey, look, Judy. There's the dress department over there.
Oh, yeah, gee, they sure are beautiful, ain't they?
May I serve the mademoiselle?
Yes, sir. I'd like to get myself an evening gown and a fur piece.
Could I suggest a silver fox?
Well, that would be pretty, but it's got to be genuine.
Oh, oui, mademoiselle. Andre, one genuine Silver Fox Fair. There you are, one genuine Silver Fox Fur.
Boy, that's your service for you. All right, I'll take it.
And here is an evening gown that is divine. It has accordion pleats.
Are they real accordion pleats?
Run your fingers over them, mademoiselle.
Gee, I'll take it. Yep. Every time I sit down, I can play all or nothing at all.
And now, may I suggest an evening wrap? Just let me slip this muddle on your shoulders. This is called our blackout cape.
Blackout cape? Oh, gee, what makes it so heavy in the back?
Mademoiselle, it has a built-in air raid warden and a bucket of sand.
Hey, Judy, don't forget your date with Mickey Rooney at 8 o'clock. You better hurry.
All right, Mr. Niles. Miss Judy, wait for me. While I'm here, I'd like to get a pair of flats.
You wear size 52, don't you?
Yes, sir. How'd you know?
I used to make stylus for Seabiscuit.
Got time. Come on, we got to take the streetcar home. Come on, Mr. Niles.
Well, it's 8 o'clock, Judy. If you really had a date with Mickey Rooney, he ought to be here.
Now, Mr. Niles, don't you go teasing Miss Judy. She done told you that he done dropped a note for her in the grocery store. Oh, gee, I bet that's Mickey now. Hello?
Hello, senorita. I hate myself 2 pesos, 2 pieces for talking in your face.
Oh, it's you, Pedro. Say, how's Loverboy, my pig?
Oh, the pig, she is very sick. But a friend of mine is making him some pills. He belongs to the International Chemist Union.
Oh, I see you.
Peekaboo, I see you too, senorita.
Pedro, you know, I'm really beginning to worry about Loverboy. I don't want to lose that pig. If he's getting worse, maybe I better come out there tomorrow morning.
Oh, I hope you come, senorita. I am tired of cooking my own meals. I will be so happy to see your lovely face that I will kiss your hands. I will kiss your feet.
Oh, Pedro, you mean your heart is full of love?
Oh, senorita, the sink is full of dishes. Buenas noches.
Tasty banana.
Well, Judy, where's Mickey Rooney? It's 8:30.
Maybe he can't find the house. I guess I better go out and stand on the curb and watch for him.
Well, you shouldn't be standing out in the street alone at night. You know Hollywood. I'll go with you.
What a choice.
Gosh, I don't see a sign of a car on the street anywhere. Judy, are you sure Mickey Rooney made a date with you for tonight?
Yep. He made the date in the corner grocery store. I was standing by the tomatoes, and he picked me out. Yeah, he dropped a note at my feet as he passed by. Here's the note right here. It says, "Meet me at 8 tonight, Mickey Rooney."
Here, let me see that note. Well, Judy, your old trouble is cropping up again. You can't read.
I can't read. Well, that note right there, it says, "Meet me at 8 tonight, Mickey Rooney."
Judy, this is a grocery list. It says meat and potatoes tonight and macaroni. And now, Judy, before you sing "You Are My Sunshine," I would like to sing the praises of Colgate Tooth Powder. Friends, you know this is true, that no matter how attractive a person may look, they're not attractive to be with unless their breath is sweet. Right? Well, that's why it's so important for all of us to be sure that our breath is always sweet and wholesome. And friends, it's a scientific fact that in 7 cases out of 10, Colgate Tooth Powder stops oral unpleasing breath instantly. Yes, Colgate Tooth Powder cleans your teeth. That lively, active foam penetrates right into the tiny hidden crevices between your teeth. It goes to work right where much oral unpleasing breath starts. And you'll be delighted, too, to see how Colgate Tooth Powder quickly reveals all the natural brilliance and sparkle of your teeth. So, for a breath that's sweet, and a smile that dazzles, use Colgate Tooth Powder. May I repeat the name? Colgate Tooth Powder. Well, Judy, I'm sorry you didn't get your date with Mickey Rooney, but right now you have a date with all those boys in the service who have requested you to sing that old favorite, You Are My Sunshine.
The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me to love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Thank you, folks. And now I want to talk to all the women folk who are listening in. Pretty soon our boys is going to invade Europe, and for months they've been getting all them explosives and ammunition together. You all know that waste kitchen fats helps make them bullets, so let's all get together, huh? Save all our waste fat and make it boom time for our boys. Please don't throw away even a teaspoonful of that waste fat, because just that little bit might make a bullet that some poor fellow in a foxhole might need to get back home safe. And ladies, it's the grease that you save that'll put the skids under them Axis fellas. All you have to do is pour that fat in a clean metal container, and when you got a pound or more, take it to your butcher or meat dealer. And please don't let it sit around the house. Take yours the first thing in the morning. You'll help feed our victory. Thanks. Shucks, you know, I could stand here and jaw with y'all all night, but I'm kind of worried about my pig lover boy, so I'll see y'all next Tuesday night at the same time. This is Judy Canova saying thanks a lot, and good night. Good night, Chet.
Good night, Judy. This is Ken Niles saying, for a dress that's sweet and a smile that dazzles, use Colgate Tooth Powder starting tonight. See y'all next Thursday.
What is the 14-day Palmolive plan? Yes, what is the 14-day Palmolive plan?
Ladies, it's easy. It has been proved to bring lovelier complexions to 2 out of 3 women. Here's all you do.
3 times each day, clean your skin with Palmolive soap. Then each time, take 1 minute more to massage Palmolive's beautifying lather into your skin like a cream. Then, rinse.
It sounds simple, but listen. 36 doctors prove this Palmolive plan brings a lovelier complexion to 2 out of 3 women. No matter what type of skin you have, dry or oily, the 14-day Palmolive plan really works. So get Palmolive. See what Palmolive can do for your skin in only 14 days. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.